Ruben Sanchez is with Domi Real Estate Advisors. And when it comes to folks in the real estate profession, Ruben is just an incredible standout. You'll see evidence here in a sec of his incredible drive, and he'll show you how hard work and dedication have led to his success. But he also really values a real estate practice that's built on integrity and that creates room for others to grow and thrive. Ruben, his goal is to help home buyers achieve success in real estate. It's a really crowded market, one where it's hard to distinguish yourself as different. That's where the story of me becomes so important. When you're in a business where there are a lot of different folks who look a lot like you and offer something that looks a lot like you, in the end, they're buying you. They're buying you. And real estate has a particularly low barrier to entry, but as you're about to find out, Ruben is a pretty special guy. So Ruben Sanchez of Domi Real Estate, congratulations.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you guys hear me? Thank you, Dan. That was amazing. I have never been introduced that way. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm looking for my presentation. Here we go. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Again, my name is Ruben Sanchez. I am the owner and broker of Domi Real Estate Advisors. And before I start my presentation, I just want to say how passionate I am about downtown. The name of my company, Domi, is actually an acronym from downtown Miami, which is where I moved to, where I live, and where I practice most of my real estate profession. The name of my presentation is Dominating the Miami Real Estate Market. And here we go. Thank you so much. A quick introduction. So on the left side and all the way to the right, you're gonna see what I have been building probably for the past 20 years that I've been in real estate. And for the past 7 years, I've dedicated it to this specific company that I built. Here I have my sister on the left side and myself when we were kids. It's awesome to now know that she's also a real estate professional and we work together side by side. At the bottom was when I started entering the chambers of commerces here in Miami, and here I am giving a presentation at the Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce. The top picture is a headshot, one of my first headshots in real estate. The next one to the right, here I am graduating from the small business training program from the Miami Bayside Foundation, which I actually did twice for 2 separate businesses. I'm very, very proud to say that. On the bottom, I put a picture of Commissioner Higgins's office in District 5. The reason why I did this is because I was recently awarded the Mom and Pop grant for downtown businesses, and this is the day that I picked up the check. So I'm very grateful to Commissioner and to the staff that gave us the opportunity to do so. And then on the right side, you start seeing this is part of my first team, or the first 4 or the first 3 agents that I was able to hire. They were all friends of mine from either CrossFit or just walks of life that decided to get the real estate license, and now we work together. And on the bottom here, you have one of our Zoom meetings that we do every Wednesday just as a sales pitch. And then this one, the one on the bottom right, is really one that is very precious to me because this is my son standing next to the model of the Waldorf Astoria building that's going to be built in downtown. And he's also now talking to me about taking over my company, which I wasn't ready for just yet, but he's very ready for it. So the story of me, let me see here. I'm sorry, this is my business directory listing on the website. And if you click on it, I don't know if you guys are able to see that, it takes you directly to my listing. Do you guys see that? Am I on the website? Okay, great. So this live, I recommend that you guys please take a look at it. I am giving an offer for any future customer that wants to, work with us. Let me see, so back here. My ideal customer persona, I had 2 different customer personas. Why? Because I do provide services to the general public, which would be on the right side. I'm gonna go over it in a little bit. But I also provide services to my real estate team, my agents. And it's important that I'm able to differentiate both of them because they both require different services from me as the owner and the broker of the company. So the general public persona will be right here on the right side would be, anybody that has been employed, let's say 5 to 10 years. And in this particular example, Mr. Jerome is actually a general contractor. So his need is a little bit different than, it would be for any buyer or seller. Why? Because he might be looking for a fix and flip, or a property, you know, that he can buy at a discount and fix himself. So his need is going to be different. He's going to consult maybe his family. He's in a demographic where he's already built the profession out of his career, hopefully, and he does put family first. Therefore, the attention that I would need to give to him is very different from somebody that, for example, might be interested in a luxury property or a condominium that is ready for move-in or for vacation. And then on the left side, you're going to see that the other persona the persona pair that I decided to do was one of my real estate agents, for example, Steven. He's married. He's a young real estate professional that lives and works in our area of downtown Miami. He's been in the industry for about 5 years, and he does $5 million production and up every year. His pair is an ideal, which would be an ideal pair, would be maybe a partner or a girlfriend or wife that is actually a mortgage lender. Now, why is this important? Because it has been my experience. I actually have one agent now that does this, and he has a girlfriend of his that is a loan officer. So it's really great to see how they are able to team up together for one particular customer and, you know, make the deal work and move forward. Now, the service that I would provide to Steven would be very, like I mentioned, very different than the general public, because Steven actually needs more skills to deal with customers, how to present the opportunity of working with him and his girlfriend or his wife as a partner team. So it's very centric to the specific skill set and profession and the customer that they have, which are going to require that type of attention from us in the company. How I will make the life better for both of these personas. So a lot of people are aware that, like Dan said, this is a very congested market profession, especially here in South Florida, where it's very easy to get a real estate license. Now, we have, unfortunately, a very, not the best reputation as real estate professionals here. I've been told shady and unprofessional. And, you know, this is a different mindset for somebody like myself that's coming in from Texas, where I got trained originally to do real estate. So, you know, my profession and my skill set and my service is built on trust. So whenever I meet somebody that has these types of comments, you know, I let them know that I've been in the industry for about 20 years, which is something that not a lot of real estate professionals have, I mean, as far as experience goes. And I genuinely care and am interested in their needs, because when I was growing up, I grew up in foster care, right? So the story of me would go, the story of me is something about moving from house to house and creating and feeling that instability. So growing up, to me, it was very clear that what I wanted to provide was the American dream, you know, the home ownership process. And this is why the service that we provide in our company is very attention to detail and very, you know, very specific to the customer. Another example would be that the buyer may be hesitant to buy in this because the process is very complex. Well, with my leadership and with my experience, I'm able to actually explain every step of the home buying process until closing, and even what happens after closing, like putting your property in homestead, you know, if you needed to contact any type of inspection or repairs company, etc. Now, for the agent, I did put two examples, and one of them would be, for example, that I had to use too many applications in order to perform one task, and it's very overwhelming. And this is true. Why? Because we use one CRM system, we use another accounting system, we use a document transaction system, we use a marketing system, we use a comparable market analysis system. And what we offer within our company that provides a solution, a very full solution to these to the agents, for example, is that our CRM system is extremely robust, and we do everything within one click of a button, which is amazing. So it saves me on average, and I know myself, about maybe 15 hours a week of just work of bouncing off back and forth from one application to another. Now, the customer's journey to sell my services. So one of the things that I was able to remember with my amazing coach, Ms. Erica Mayor, was that I have an ebook that I've never really used. So she helped me kind of create an idea and a process to be able to promote the ebook as a way of capturing leads and as a way of capturing potential sell listings. So you're going to see that the journey here would be, for example, I do an internet advertising of the ebook, which will then have the lead visit my website or a landing page so that they can put in their contact information, and that way they can receive the ebook. But once they do that, I will be able to follow up with the potential seller, the potential customer to my listing appointment. Now, this to me is very key because I have about a 90 to 95% closing ratio. So once I'm sitting right in front of you, it's very difficult for me to walk out without the listing agreement signed. So I know that this trajectory using the ebook will be very, very advantageous in my business. I have not used it yet, but I'm working on the campaign to do so. Let's see. My biggest ahas. So understanding that the story of me is, the basic opportunity to get any business owner with their business out in public so that you can be seen. So creating a very compelling story of me that's relatable to your customer and your audience is of extreme importance. And I'm able to say that both of my persona characters, I have a story for both of them. So being able to also adapt your story to your customer is very, very important to understand. And then definitely creating the irresistible offer. I think that for me, especially in this moment in time when real estate is kind of slowing down, having a seller ebook will be very entertaining and very interesting to my customer base, because I'm going to start now looking for sellers that are interested in selling instead of now working with buyers. The importance of having thumb-stopping visuals. Everybody we hear this throughout maybe your bachelor's or your master's program or in these courses, but understanding how important it is for the customer to actually stop and pay attention, especially when our attention span is like less than 10 seconds on one slide or one video or one picture, is very important. And then obviously the importance of testing your market, testing your marketing campaign, testing pretty much everything that you're doing so that you get the right message and the right audience and you have a lot more success. And then by far the hero's journey. I used to think of the hero's journey, it was just my journey as a business owner, but there's also the hero's journey of the customer where we're guiding them and we're the Yoda, which was an amazing example that we were given during the course. What's next for me? Well, so I have a very ambitious goal this year. I want to hire 10 new agents before the end of the year. My hiring season started October 15th. So, it's a campaign that's on my way. Strategic planning for 2023, as this year, 2022 was my best year in real estate, and I've been in real estate for over 15 years. So, I have very ambitious goals to set for 2023. Continue my volunteering activities with the Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. I'm one of the board of governors for the Association of Realtors and also director for Florida Realtors. So that keeps me very involved and very educated with what's going on in our market. And then I volunteer for the Children's Museum as a committee member and other extracurricular activities. Those are very important to me, and I'm very passionate about those. I am actually moving this. I'm fulfilling this week, actually. I'm actually moving to a smaller office with my space, so check that one off. And then one of the things that I do wanted to share with you guys is that I play the piano, and one of my biggest dreams right now is to play the piano at one of my customers' listings, hopefully in one of these mansions. And if it's not a mansion, I'm definitely on a penthouse, but a place where I could actually play the piano, which would be great. Thank you so much. Thank you to the entire BizHack Academy team and everybody that supported us during our process. And I really appreciate the opportunity to participate.